What is your name?
My name is MC Escher.
Is MC your full name?
No. My given name is Mauritius Cornelius Escher, but I shortened that to MC Escher, kind of like MC Hammer,
Can't touch this.
meets Usher, but it's Escher with an E.
When were you born?
Oh, I was born 2 centuries ago. Yeah. 1998. And I died just before your art teacher was born. I died in 1972.
Where were you from?
Oh, I'm Dutch. I am from the Netherlands, which is close to Sweden and Germany.
Were you always an artist?
Oh, no. School was not my thing. I failed second grade. In fact, I was kicked out and I had to go to a special school for special learners. And I guess I am special. We are all special, yeah. But eventually I did okay in school and I studied architecture. And I really liked all of the patterns that I saw in the old buildings, these tile floors and tile mosaics put together. These tiles are called Tesla. Tesla means tile. And I liked how these Tesla were put together with no dead space. And I thought, aha, could I not alter the shape and colors and put some decoration on them to make them look more interesting? And I call them tessellations.
Can you show us some other things that you did as an artist?
But sure. This is a strip of paper, just a normal paper. And I noticed that if I take this paper and I twist one edge and then I join it together, it forms an infinity symbol. Meaning, if I put my finger on the paper and keep it going around and around and around and around, it never leaves. Now my finger would get all mushed up in there, but I have drawn the same figure, infinity or infinite, never ending, and it goes around and around, and it has these ants, arachnids that are on the figure. I like to create these little puzzles, you see.
This work reminds me of an app, Monument Valley.
Oh, Monument Valley. Yes, I have seen this. Not when I was alive, but recently. Yes, and here is one of my favorite little puzzle works of art. So if you look at this picture, and you can see here's a figure ascending the steps, and here's a figure looking over the staircase, and here's a figure descending the steps. Now, take your head and angle it to the left. So now when we tilt to the left, we see this figure emerging from a staircase, this figure coming down the stairs, and these figures up here, as well as this man. Now carefully, don't do it too fast or you get dizzy. Tilt your head to the right. Now you can see this figure descending the steps and this little man on a bench. It's just a big old puzzle and it's quite interesting to look at.
Your work looks a lot more than just art.
Yes, I've heard this, that my work is a combination of art and mathematics. Auf Wiedersehen, Kinder.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Bridget Riley, and I was born in London, in the UK.
The Queen!
And I'm a cheeky old lass. I'm actually 89 years old. I was born in 1931.
What do you think about while you're working?
Well, I have a vision. I have a vision of what it's going to start as. I have a line, usually, and I have to put the line on the canvas, and then that that leads to other lines. And sometimes I make them thicker and sometimes I make them thinner. And the whole point is to make it appear to move or vibrate or flow on the canvas. Sometimes I don't start with a line, sometimes I start with a shape. And you can see here as they repeat, it creates that flow, that movement of what I'm trying to create.
You've had art shows. What do you think about what other people say? Does that shape what you create, and do you try to please them?
Absolutely not. People are ridiculous. What they say doesn't matter. There's a dialogue, you see, a conversation between me and my art. And it's that matters. It's that conversation between me and the painting during that process. It's a dialogue, it's language, it's very real. And it shows me where I want to go. And it creates something that moves and it's magical. And no, what the people say, people don't matter. It's the art.
How do you feel about being famous and people looking at you?
Truly, I think it makes me a bit sick.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am Victor Vasarely. I am French, no.
Oui, oui.
But since this is an American interview, I will try to not use French words. I was born in Budapest in 1906, but I am, how you say, deceased. I died in 1997, almost 91 years old. I am generously called the grandfather of op art, or optical illusion art.
Where are you from?
I am from Budapest, but I moved to France and live in France most of my life.
What shapes what you create?
I would say I like to put shapes and lines together combined with very bright colors, very bright, to help people get stimulated, excited about art.
What do you think about while you're working?
I like to consider making things that are, how to say, flat, 2D, make them look 3D, popping out. In fact, I like to make functional art that does something. It is nice to see paintings in a museum, and now that I am dead, I think you have something called the internet, so lots of people can see my art. But before that existed, I like to create sculpture, big sculptures in the middle of cities so that people could see them and have it impact their lives.